What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm just going to do a recap of the Florida versus Oregon State game. Uh, this was a blowout, guys, and I'm going to read off the stats to you guys from the game. Quarterback for Oregon State, Ben Gulbranson. This guy uh, controlled the offense for the most part. He only threw for 165 yards, but and he only threw for one touchdown. But Oregon State, they was just able to move the ball at will against Florida's defense. Florida's defense, man, is just really bad, and just poor tackling. Couldn't get off the field on third down. Um, I don't care what team you are. If you can't get off the field and play good defense, man, a team can just run all over you, and that's exactly what Oregon State was able to do. Um, Florida just couldn't get anything done, offensively, and I'm not sure if they had a lot of opt-outs. I'm pretty sure they probably had some guys opt out in the game, but I know for a fact that uh, Anthony Richardson wasn't playing, so I knew then it was going to be tough sledding going against this Oregon State team. Team that's pretty good this season. They're 10-3, and they did a phenomenal job. Deshaun Fenwick, he had 107 yards on the ground. He didn't record a touchdown though, but Ben Gulbranson, he had 15 yards and a touchdown. Tyjon Lindsey, he had 8 yards and a touchdown. Jam Griffin, he had 2 yards and a touchdown. So like I said, Oregon State was able to get 164 yards on the ground rushing. Like I said, this Florida defense is not really good, and Billy Napier got a lot of things he got to work on to turn that program around. Um, and this is a team, Oregon State, like I said, pretty good this season. But Florida, a team, like I said, hasn't really done anything this season. They had a couple wins here and there, but inconsistency on both sides of the ball. So, that's a recipe for a disaster for any team. Receiving wise, Oregon State, Silas Bolden, he had 99 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, that was the only passing touchdown, but if you look at the score of the game, it looks like it's way, worse. Like they was able to put up way more offensive, output, but really, Oregon was just, controlled the clock and was able to move the ball at will. Florida couldn't stop anything. I'm gonna read off the stats for. Oh, and also Oregon played really good defensively as well. Maury Spikes, he had 6 total tackles and he had 1 tackle for loss. Jaden Robinson, he had a tackle for loss and a sack. Like I said, guys, they got 4 sacks on this Florida offensive line. And they had 7 tackles for losses. Like I said, Oregon State was just wreaking havoc all in the backfield for Florida. Like I said, Florida couldn't get anything done offensively. I'm going to read off the stats for Florida. At quarterback, they had Jack Miller. He only had 180 yards passing. Like I said, didn't record no touchdowns, anything like that. Montreal Johnson only had 14 yards on the ground with 11 attempts. They completely just shut down anything that Florida was able to do. Ricky Pershaw, he had 65 yards. Like I said, they weren't able to score at all. They did score. I think they got a field goal, but couldn't do anything. Like I said, just a recipe for disaster. This is a Florida team that a lot of people is hyped up about. I think Billy Napier is I thought he was a good hire. It only remains to be seen, how this Florida team is going to turn around from this. Like I said, he's an excellent recruiter. He definitely got to get some guys in there that he can turn this around with, because he got a good coaching staff. It just is he ready for the big time, SEC football? The SEC is a beast. They got Kirby over there, and we're finna get rid of the division, so it's going to get even harder. Playing any SEC team on a Saturday is going to be really tough. So Billy Napier is definitely going to have some work to do with this team. Wasn't able to even put anything out there offensively in this matchup. So read the team stats. Oregon State, like I said, they was only able to get 353 yards of total offense. Like I said, 189 passing and 164 on the ground rushing. So they was averaging 4.2 yards per rush. So like I said, that's a recipe for disaster, especially against a team that can't stop the run. Florida just, wasn't able to do anything. Total offense for Florida, 219 total yards of offense. Horrible. And they got 180 passing with 39 yards rushing. So, and there was only averaging 1.2 yards per rush. So, like I said, Florida was never in this game. It's a complete blowout, and Oregon State just continued, to control the whole matchup. And most people say, the SEC is a physical team, but Florida just got mauled. They couldn't do anything. Couldn't stop a fly. I mean, and my team is in the SEC, and I love the SEC. And this is kind of an embarrassing loss for us in the SEC. But hats off to Oregon State. They went out there and did their thing. You can't take any team lightly. Oregon State looked like the SEC team out there. Able to move the ball at will. So that's why you got to go out there and play the game. And Oregon State got a huge victory against the Florida Gators. But that's all I have for the recap. If you haven't, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.